Hey guys, welcome back to Magical Miniature Mondays with Rose and Belle. Today we're going to be working on our Weasley's Wizard Wheezes cart and making some fun DIYs to go in that. So hit that like button and that subscribe button and we're going to get into some fun projects. Okay, so to start off, this was an image that I found on Pinterest. It has a lot of images that were created, I believe, by Mina Lima for the series, different designs that they have on their website. I'm not 100% sure. I think they just kind of used those to create these or brought them in. I'm not 100% sure, but they look very much like Mina Lima's designs. So in miniature, you can find this just like this on Pinterest, and I will link that in the description box below. So I am just printing this off, and I mean, you could change the size of it before you print it. I don't know if it prints the size or not. This is just the size that I printed it. But anyway, it has a lot of like labels and stuff for the fireworks and stuff that they make. So I have already cut out a bunch of those, and I have gathered up a selection of paper straws for, you know, party goods and stuff. You can find these at the Dollar Tree a lot of times, all different patterns and stuff. So I just picked out some that were my favorite, and I think we'll be making some fun little fireworks out of those. I'm going to be altering this little set. I don't remember, this came from the Harry Potter potion series, the Miniverse potion series. I'm not sure which potion these came from. But I'm going to be altering this and making something cool out of that. And then we're going to also make Weather in a Bottle from a Miniverse remix. So stay tuned for that as well. So first thing I need to do, I have a piece of clay baking in the oven right now that I made up, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. But for right now, I think I want to kind of focus on these. I'm going to make some rockets out of these. I think they'll be really cute. So I just have to decide, you know, what length I want them to be, and I'll probably have them different lengths. A couple of these. Like so. Maybe a couple that are longer, a few longer ones, maybe something kind of in between. I want different lengths. I want some different lengths here, just a little bit here and there. Some of those, and maybe one of these here, and maybe one of these, because I love the strappiness of that. Maybe a smaller one too. We'll just have lots of them. I have a lot of different ones. Yeah, I like it. Let's do one of these too. We just have a whole bunch of them. Anyways, so that's that. So I think the next thing I need to do is get some thin chipboard, maybe, or maybe actually I think just some cardstock would work. I'm gonna make some toppers for those. Okay, so I just got a piece of manila folder here. Oops, sorry guys. And I'm just going to color it with a Posca. And then all I did was I took a lid and I traced it onto the paper, and then I cut out a wedge here and here to make a template, and then this template will be turned into the little caps for the fireworks. gonna let this dry for a moment. All right, so I've just traced, you can see it on the blue pretty good, traced that on, and now I just gotta cut all these out. Okay, so I've got all these little things cut out, and I think I'm just going to kind of bend them, right? And I'll go ahead and glue them into caps, and then I'll pull out the hot glue gun and we'll glue them on the end. So it's just really just like that, a little cap. Okay, so I just took some of the little pins and drew some little designs on these. And this one, little dots, just to give it some interest. And now I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Put a little dollop of stuff here and stick on a cone. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Oh, it's ready. It's ready. It's ready to blast off. How cute. I like it. I think it's adorable. Okay, and next. Cuteness. I'll just continue that till I have them all done. Okay, so I've got all those on. I think one final touch is we need some fuses, right? We're gonna need some fuses. So take a piece of plastic here. Glue strings everywhere and they're driving me nuts. All right, so we'll take a black Posca, take some heavy duty cord, string, and we're just going to all right, so I think I need to cut approximately those size pieces. I think that'll be plenty. Okay, now then I'm gonna grab a little bit of glue, and put a little dollop in there. Add my fuse. Yep. And there we go. All right. Now I gotta do that to the rest and then we'll put labels on. All right, so while those are drying, I'm gonna move on to the larger ones. So this one was just a piece of polymer clay I had on my desk for a while, so it was all like dirty and had glitter in it, and so I just formed it up and turned it into that. And this one is a piece of a hot glue stick. And this one is a piece of a dowel. So all different sizes, as you can see. And then I just need to put a hole on these right in the middle. easier said than done. It just kind of wants to close up afterwards. And then I need a hole in this one, which I may or may not be able to do with this. Yeah, close enough. There's a hole. I like it. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to color these with my Poscas. Alrighty then, so there's those, and they each have their own little label. So go ahead and glue those on. Maybe. Okay. Diabolical Daredevil. Do, 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 do. I like it. There's that one. And then we'll put this one on here. Peace Disturber. I like it. There's that one. That Posca marker really matched it well. And that big one. It says Crystal Incantation. I think this is supposed to go in a box of like 12, but I'm going to make it just one big one. Like a big fountain. You know? Go here. We'll just go right here. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Now we need the Actually, I think I'm going to make it a nice long one. Maybe. Let's see here. That one. And for our last one, give it a nice big look as well. All right. Just going to kind of curl these up a little bit. Maybe like some, you know, give them a little bit of difference. There we go. That works for me. All right. Crystal. Very cool. I like those. All right, so now I'm going to put a few labels on these. You know, I don't know, this one's like dung bombs, but you know, it's just some labels. I'm okay with it being a rocket. Okay. Put it on there kind of crooked. Give it a little interest. Bring it back around just a little. Cool. I like it. What do you think? All right. Cool. There's one. Get these over here. Weazleys. I'll get the Weazleys. Okay, so while those are drying, I'm going to move on to altering the box that they're going to go in, and I did that before, so I'm going to insert that clip now. So I think I'm going to take one of these crates that were in the potions classroom kit. There was 2 crates. One of them is in the bottom of my Borgin and Burke's cart. I think the first thing I want to do is kind of do a black wash on this to make all these kind of wood details stand out, or maybe actually dark brown because this is such a light brown. So let's do that first, and then we can put our labels on. Okay. Let's do this. Get in all those nooks and crannies. Hi, Squeaky. What you doing, buddy? And then gently wipe it against the grain because I don't want to wipe all that out, right? And that looks so much better. I mean, look, so much better. I dig it. I'm gonna try to swipe it kind of at an angle so that I don't end up leaving straight up and down lines. So we'll just keep doing that, right? Of course, this says Hogwarts at the end, which is not perfect, but I don't want to get rid of it because I like the detail of it. Even though it's not technically Hogwarts. Maybe it's, maybe they're fixing to send them to Hogwarts. Right? Check that out. That looks a lot. That looks so cool. So much better than that, right? You get that and that. And that's just a little bit of dark brown paint. Like this is Deco Art dark chocolate. So that looks really cool, actually. Make sure you get it down in all of those nooks and crannies. Yeah, gosh, that looks so much better. Like so much better. Like, okay, there you go. Side by side comparison. Like, dang. It looks awesome. Okay, get some down in there. And the sides are smooth, so I'm just going to go straight up and down those, I think. Or maybe I should do them side to side. Side, side. I'm gonna have to do the sides again anyway because I can't get down in there. Okay, now then let's go down. Give it some brush. You can't see what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. I've got a very kind of chunky brush here. Pretty worn out brush, but it creates these lines pretty good. All right. Just gonna go down and straight across, straight across, straight across, straight across, semi-straight across, and then I'll give it the look of wood pattern on the inside of the smooth crate, so that's pretty cool. All right, so there's that. Might as well go ahead. Just realized that I had hit the sides when I did that. There. All right. Go ahead and do this one as well. Might as well make it cohesive. Maybe I can use this for something else. Set it to the side, lean it against the crate, you know, whatever. Whatever. This looks really cool though. So much better. I'm gonna have to do this to the one in the Borgin and Burke's cart for sure. Okay, get those edges. I like the edges on this lid have like texture. They did a good job on those. Okay, there we go. I think I'm gonna, well, I've got the brown paint. I'm just going to dab at the edges. Make them a little darker. You know, those corners where they're grabbed a lot more often. Not a huge difference, but it's a little difference. All right, I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll glue on my little labels. Okay, so now I have my box all ready to go. I love how it looks. It turned out really cool. So the next thing I'm going to alter is this, and I don't remember which Harry Potter potion this came out of, but it comes with these little kind of crystal looking things, and then this here. This I'm going to set to the side, but I am going to keep these two things here. So what I'm going to do with this is turn it into a bomb-tastic bomb. I think it looks pretty close enough, and I think it'll alter well. So first thing I need to do is get this sticker off of here. Try my best to peel it carefully because I do want to save it. I want to save it. Just peel it gently. Very carefully and gently peel it off. Slower you are, the better your chance of success with these stickers because they separate super easy. All right, there's that one. Set that sticker to the side for the moment. All right, now if this is what we've got, I think I'm going to keep this little thing here. This little label looks really cute, so I think it'll work just fine. That kind of has that kind of explosion look to it. But I'm going to pull this out, and then all of these are going to come out. Don't need those for this, so I'll put those to the side. Okay, so I've got that happening. Let's see if I can find a little, there we go, that'll work. Grab some paint here, grab some black paint. And this is, if I can talk, if my brain will function and like speak. Chalk paint. So this is some chalk paint. Just want to get this down in there. Try my best to get this down in here. Yes. Don't know if this will work. Oh yeah, there we go. So I kind of bend the brush and slide it up the sides. I have kind of a long bristles, so what I'm doing is I'm basically shoving it against the bottom and then sliding the bristles up. It's getting most of the way there. Not 100%, but a little bit of water ought to fix that. Trying to make this black so I can turn it into a bomb. A bombastic bomb. For Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, yeah. And this is kind of difficult. Difficult. It's really, really difficult. And the rest has to be filled in with like some super watered down paint. Trying to get it up into this little edge right here is kind of hard. Okay, well, I think I got it. I think one little spot right there. There we go. Alrighty then. I did it. Oh wait. Okay, so then the next thing I need to do is paint this. Paint this little doodaddy black. Doodaddy, doodad black. Get black all over my fingers. Because, yeah, why not? Because why not? Alright, now I'll let that dry for a minute. Alright, now that's pretty dry. Push that back down in there. And yeah, just really push it in there good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I had paint on my finger and it came off. I'll have to repaint that black again. That's okay. I think my paintbrush still has a little bit of black on it. Yep. It'll work out. It all works out. All right, so the last thing I need to do, let me dry this real quick. All right, so I have one little thing left. Make a hole. All right, add some glue. Add a fuse. Boom, da boom. All right. I was gonna leave that little design on there because I do like it, but I'm wondering if I shouldn't put, like, I think I should put that on there. I think I need to put that design on. Even though that's pretty cute, maybe I'll leave it on Choices. Okay, making me think, making me choose. Oh, choosing. Choices. All right. Let's go ahead and cut this out real quick. Okay. There we go. We've got a bomb-tastic bum. I love it. I love it so much. So I think this is just going to go right down in here. We have our bomb-tastic bomb to bomb. And then I think this one, piece disturber, is going to go right in here. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe I can get it in there. Let go of me. Let go of my ego. All right, so this actually fits pretty darn good right here. Just like so. Yup. Like that. I think I'm going to put, where is my little, there it is. There it is. I'll put this little Weasley's Wheezes fireworks logo right on the front of this box, I think. Because I think it'll look cute. It'll just peek out. Cuteness. And when it sits there, it'll just kind of peek out right there, right? Cute. All right. So the next thing I gotta figure out, and next. All right, so I'm just gonna figure out how I want to put all of these in here. Decide how I want them. Nope, don't want that to happen. Get these taller ones in the background here. I don't know how I ended up with the tall ones having the same thing. All of my tall ones have the blue. I tried really hard to get that kind of situated differently. Crazy for feeling so lonely. Okay, get all of these in here. And then these, well, I had thought I would put them there, but my crystal bloop right there. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Oh, look at it, oh, look at all of them. I like it. Get some of these up a little higher so you can see them better. That is not working out too well for me, y'all. And y'all are just on a whoa. Sorry, guys. Oh no. Oh no. This one I think I need to have over here because it doesn't have a label on it. So this one can go over here. There, that's a little better. Okay. All of those things in there. Let's see. What else can I put? Well, actually, I'm pretty happy with that. That looks pretty cool, I think. Let's see. Is there anything I can put on the front? Feel like this needs to have some designs on the front, you know, just kind of some advertisements on the side of the box, just to have a little something. So decoration, you know, advertisement. Yep. Maybe a couple of these little things. You know, make it look cool. Get this basic blaze box design over here. Put that on the end. Cover up Hogwarts, maybe. Alrighty then. Let's get some of these on there. No idea which side is up. It's so tiny I can't read it. Yeah, there we go. Give it a little bit of color, and then I want to put this one down at the end to cover up the Hogwarts H on the end. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Check it out. Oh, I love it so much. I think it looks so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, this was an extra print that came from this one that we did a few weeks ago. Just that single one, but I love that it has the pictures of all of the different fireworks, the explosive enterprises. So I think what I'm going to do with that. All right, so I think this is going to go right in the middle on the back here, just to give it a little something. Just to give it a little something right here. All right, and then there's these two like fireworks price lists. I think I'm just going to put those on either side. They're the same, but you know, you can't really read them all that well. So I think I'll just put those there. And on the other side. All right, I like it. I think it looks cool. If I could quit hitting the camera, I'm sorry guys. And then these are going to go inside. I still haven't put the sides in yet, but stick these in here. Oh my gosh, they're gonna look so good in there. Oh yes. I dig it. I love it so much. Just gonna angle it. I think it's gonna look so cool in there. I mean, come on. Look how cute that is. That is just adorable. I love it so much. Oh, it's so cool. All right, so let's get on to the last DIY for today. That was a lot, but I do have one more I want to do. Okay, so the last DIY we're going to do weather in a bottle. And this isn't really a bottle, it's more of a jar, but this came from the Miniverse Honeydukes cart, the little miniature cart. This is one of the extra bottles that came with it. So I'm just going to turn that into my weather jar. So first thing I got to do is take this tape off, take out the fluff because I don't need that. Then I just took a piece of plastic, just some scrap plastic, and cut it into a strip, then cut one side so that it would open up into a longer piece. And then I used a white Posca marker to create some kind of snowy designs and swirls and stuff. And I made this the same width, or the same height as the jar. So then I'm just going to roll this up. Rolly, 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 roll. And it gives it a lot of swirliness, a lot of dimension. We got kind of this cool looking blizzard happening. You kind of see all the little dimensions of the snow, and then that's just going to pop right inside of here. Looky there. This is going to come back on down. Retape that, and there we go. Looky there. We have very blizzardy looking snow inside of there. I like it. And then we're just going to put the label on, yeah. Add that. Very simple, easy to do. Okay. And right here on this, right in the middle. I like it. I like it a lot. And there we go. We have our weather in a bottle. Super easy to do. I love how it looks. I think it looks cute. I'm gonna move this down just a hair. Yep. All right. Weather in a bottle. Oh yeah. And that is going to go up inside the cart. All right, here is my weather in a bottle ready to go. A little bit of a blizzard in there, but all right. So I think this week's DIYs turned out super cute. We've got all of our fireworks back here. I think they are so fun. And then of course our weather in a bottle. So all right guys, I'm glad you stuck with me through this one. It's a little bit of a longer one. Hit that like button and that subscribe button and comment below, because that does help the algorithm, and I love talking to you guys. So let me know if you have any questions or if you want to talk about just whatever. So all right, I will see you guys in the next one.